Hafiz Sahib also related the verse to you, recited the verse to you, Shahru Ramadan alladhi unzila fihi al-Quran hudan lin-nas. So this is the month in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran. Yeah? And why did He reveal the Quran? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran as a guidance for mankind. Even now we've become, because of the environment that we live in, we start following other ideologies and other philosophies, thinking we can find answers in those. We can find answers in science, we can find answers in liberalism, we can find answers in socialism to decide on how we go down the economic route. We've got all of these kind of philosophies that are in front of us. And you can see Muslims being influenced by these. How many of us are ready to turn to the Quran and say there's guidance for mankind in this Quran? There's guidance for mankind in this Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said there's guidance for us here. Now, there's a small ishkal that comes, a small objection that people raise here, that there's a little contradiction where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that this is the month in which the Quran was revealed. But we all know that the Quran was slowly revealed over the course of 23 years. So there's a small ishkal here. And it's a very easy way of answering it. It's very simple. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam himself has explained this, that Shahrul Ramadan, this month is the month in which the Quran was taken from the Lawh al-Mahfuz to the lowest heavens. And from the lowest heavens it was revealed by Jibreel alayhi salam. He brought an ayat at a time down, sometimes more than one ayat, sometimes a full surah, down as and when the circumstances dictated. So this is the reconciliation between the 23 years and 1 month revelation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatul qadr. Laylatul qadr khayrun min alfi shahr. So indeed we reveal this Quran on the night of power, the night of Qadr. And this night of Qadr is better than 1,000 months. So the night of Qadr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself says that this is a night that's better than 1,000 months. Ibadat in the month of Ramadan, at the very least, at the lowest narration it comes, it's 10 times better than Ibadat outside. So someone else do the maths for me. Yeah? Ibadat in the month of Ramadan is better than, at least 10 times better than outside. So that times 1,000. Yeah? And then if you get your, for example, you get your namaz in Jamaat in the masjid, you've got another 27 times. So someone else do the maths for me. Yeah? Let's just say it's a lot. If we can get the jackpot on, if we can hit the jackpot on Laylatul Qadr, then we're made. Just one night's ibadat is enough. We typically practice Laylatul Qadr on the 26th, 27th night. And most of the hadith indicate towards this. But there are some other hadith that say look for it on odd nights, look for it in the last 10 nights, look for it, it could be on any night of Ramadan. So are we going to risk, where there's a possibility of it not being on the 26th, 27th night, are we gonna risk missing Laylatul Qadr? Make every night of Ramadan count. If you do ibadat in every single night of Ramadan, you've got Laylatul Qadr. I can guarantee you that every night of Ramadan, ibadat on that night, and you've hit the jackpot. Give £1 in sadaqah every night. £1 in sadaqah over the course of 30 days, you've given £30. But just think about how much you've given. If you get Laylatul Qadr, it's just the number, subhanallah. But what kind of fasting do we do? Yeah, what kind of fasting are we going to do? Are we just going to go through the motions? Are we just going to say, okay, we're going to stay hungry from the day till the evening, while we continue to cheat, while we continue to backbite, while we continue to look at unlawful things? Yeah? While we continue to speak in an unlawful way. What are we going to do to make our Ramadan this year more than it has been in the past? What are we going to do to make it really, really count? Because if we control our tongues, yeah, that is enough for us to save ourselves from so many sins. Because the biggest cause of sin and the biggest cause of us going astray is that which is in our mouths and that which is between our legs. Yeah? So if we can control these two things and control our lustful gazes, but unfortunately we live in a country where as soon as it gets hot, everyone takes their clothes off outside. We've got to think about these things. Do we go to the supermarket when it's a boiling hot day, we're going to go peak hot heat time, or we're going to wait till the evening when it cools down a little bit and people start showing some modesty again? We've got to think about these things. Are we going to take our kids and show them that this is the way it's acceptable to behave? These are practical steps that we need to be taking. But if we do these things, we can free ourselves from being slaves to our environment and being slaves to the modern philosophies that exist now. And we can become slaves of the one who we should be slaves to, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We can become people who truly are Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's servants and build that relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a month for us to build our relationship with the Quran. These are the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly addressing each and every one of us. Each and every one of us can attain, read the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the words that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself revealed. These are his words. Just think about that for a second. Whose words are you actually reading? Don't just go through the motions where you pick up the Quran and just go through it. Think about what we're actually doing. Build that connection with the Quran. Sit. I'm sure in all your masajids there's going to be some tafsir sessions. Regardless of the languages, and don't let language be a barrier. Sit in the tafsir sessions, even if you don't understand, there'll be barakat in it for you. See, as I was mentioning, in the month of Ramadan, there's one. It's a great opportunity for us to get that training, get ourselves habitualized with the practice of Deen. Yeah. We can build our connection with the masajids. We can build our connections with the masajids because the masajids become alive in that moment. The masjids are normally full. Yeah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in a hadith narrated by Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu says that whoever prays 40 days with congregation, being present for the first takbir, there will be two things written for him. One will be his freedom from the Jahannam, and the other one will be his freedom from hypocrisy. Now 30 days, 40 days this hadith says, if we do that for the whole month of Ramadan, we've got 30 days. If we start today, with the build-up on a couple of days after Ramadan, we've got our 40 days, we can act upon this hadith. Let's all make irada that we're going to act upon these words of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, free ourselves from hypocrisy in our hearts. Let's do tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's build our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will have to return. There's no ikhtilaf on this. There's ikhtilaf on every subject. But the fact that every single one of us is going to pass away and we're all going to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's no ikhtilaf on this. I don't have to remind you that there's brothers here, that there's brothers who are no longer here with us, our own age, who grew up with us. Yeah? if they can go, any one of us can be tomorrow. It could be our turn any day. Now how are we going to meet our Maker? Are we going to meet our Maker? Are we going to be glad to meet our Maker? Are we going to be one of those that say, give me one more chance? Because that chance isn't going to come. Our chance is right now. Do we take our chance with both hands and say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm turning back to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, forgive me, please. Do we cry our eyes out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and say, Allah, bring me back into your arms. Show me the right path. Because this is what we can achieve in this month of Ramadan. We can achieve this. And make this a month where we spend, build our connect, get our families involved. Iftar, spend time with your family, make sure that the kids know that it's special. Because think about our situations who've grown up here, how much pressure we've been under they keep using these words, assimilate and integrate, yeah? How much pressure we've been under to leave parts of our deen. Now think about how much pressure your children are going to be under to leave their deen. If we don't create that yearning inside them, that love for deen inside them from a very early age, they've got no chance. We've got to inculcate this inside them. We're gonna put all this effort into the month of Ramadan, and we're gonna put all this effort into this 1 month, and we're gonna make this month count, inshallah. But are we gonna let this month really recharge our batteries and take us through the rest of the year? Or are we just gonna treat it like all the Ramadans that we've passed before us, that they've come, we've gone through the motions, and then we've got to the end of the month, and as soon as Eid day comes, the masjids are empty again? Is it going to be one of those ones? Is it going to be one of those years for us? Where on Eid day, the very first namaz and the masjid's empty again. It's just the imam and a couple of muqtadis and the muazzin in some masjids. If we don't make our masjids come to life, if we don't bring deen into our lives, how are our children going to be when they get to our age? We've got to think about that. We're not children anymore. Yeah, we've gone through a lot, and we're going to face a lot more challenges. Things are going to get tougher for us. Things will get tougher for us. Now, do we let deen? Are we going to remain Muslims by name? Are we going to be Muslims by action and by deed? Are we going to take deen and are we going to purify ourselves with deen? Are we going to bring deen to life? Are we just going to hear the words of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam? Or are we going to put the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam into action? Are we going to hear the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and take it for just fancy words and pretty poetry? Or are we going to make a practical application of those words, put those words into action? Are we going to make all of this are we going to bring it all to life? The choice is ours. Each individual has to make that choice, and each individual has to make that decision. What are we going to do? What are we going to do to make that change? So the path is in front of us. Do we go the path of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, or do we take the path of other philosophies and other ideologies? Well, I'm going to leave it there. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Jazakumullahu khair wa ahsanal jazaa.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. الرحيم اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك ربنا وتعالى يا ذا الجلال والإكرام ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين اللهم اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا وارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا اللهم أجرنا من النار اللهم أجرنا من النار اللهم أجرنا من النار اللهم أعتق رقابنا من النار اللهم أذلنا تحت ذل عرشك يوم لا ذل إلا ذل عرشك اللهم بارك لنا في رجب وشعبان وبلغنا رمضان ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم اللهم صل على محمد كلما ذكره الذاكرون اللهم صل على محمد كلما غفل عن ذكره الغافلون ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dearest respectful brothers, sisters, elders, viewers watching. Ramadan, as you know, Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Kalima, namaz, Roza, Ramadan, Hajj, Zakat. There was beautiful bayan by Moulana Abdul Mothin here, and it was really nice, amazing. There was a lot of brothers. And today I'm joined with Mustaq is an older brother, I've known him for so long. And he's an awesome person. He does a lot of work in the community. Everyone knows him. And an introduction. Mustaq Bhai, tell us a little about today.
First of all, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and hope all the viewers are well. Thank you so much, Brother Ashraf Ali, for your very honourable and humble introduction. I'm just a normal person within the community, and I feel very honoured that I was invited to the very spiritual gathering here at Gubba Mosque at Workett Road, Darwin, Sheffield 9. And the biggest inspiration for me was to see our 4th generation young British Muslims growing up and integrating and trying to learn more about Ramadan. I feel it was very essential, very vital and important during the horizon of the month of Ramadan. Month of Ramadan around the corner, 3 or 2 days away as we speak. Today is Sunday, the 13th of May 2018. And one of the areas which really sort of touched my heart was where our very own local person who was born and bred in Darwin, Sheffield 9, has become a professional accountant, and also he's gone into the world of deen. He's become a Moulana Abdul Mothin. Congratulations to him for obviously balancing his life as a British Muslim and also achieving to be a Moulana and able to reinvest in the community through his professional work and his faith work. Today's event, today's gathering, yes, it was spiritual. Secondly, the messages which were relayed, which were expressed, were given in a very appropriate, simple manner where the young people and also the elders in the community could absorb and take away. There was no pressure and there was no complications, no sophistications about Islam, where some people say we are very confused about Islam. Mashallah, it's also given us that spiritual enlightenment, the boost of spirituality that Ramadan is here. I want to reflect on the dearest and the dearest who were with us the previous Ramadan but no longer to join us in this Ramadan. Secondly, looking at the materialistic world and some of its problems which it can create, but more on the positive side, where they were trying to promote unity, peace, love, harmony, faith through a Ramadan, and what good deeds can be achieved in Ramadan. Obviously, even by doing simple little things, that's even offering somebody a glass of water, giving one kajur one day, or looking after the needy internationally or back home, whichever charity is. For example, your charity, you're doing, Ashba, just remind the listeners.
Helping Hands.
Yeah, Helping Hands, where I'm sure, inshallah, I will be supporting Helping Hands like many other charities, Sheffield and locally. Helping Hands is another charity. Whatever you can give, it doesn't have to be a substantial amount. You don't have to showcase it. It can be 10 pence, £10, £10,000. And I feel, not just for the Muslim community, but the wider community, anybody who's in need. Also, it's important how we can spiritually get together, do our ibadat, and see if we can repent this Ramadan, ask for forgiveness, very, very important. And I'm sorry, I'm no specialist or a scholar, I'm just an ordinary person. I'm trying to be a training trainee Muslim. I'm learning day by day. But the best thing is, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, look after yourself, look after your neighbours, look after the elderly, and look after everyone. Love for all, hate for none, and Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, Muslim. I'll just finish off by saying a few important things. As you know, the month of Ramadan is a time where we should all get together. Friends, your families, get together, have iftar together, and even your whole family. A lot of times you've got kids, they're busy on the iPad, on the phone. Tell them please to switch your iPad off, switch your phones off, and just spend this time, this quality time, to do ibadat as well. I know we're all busy, we're working 9 till 5, we've got evening jobs from 5 to 12, we're always chasing, we're on the chase. But just this month of Ramadan, please do your bit. You can work, you can make your money the next month, you can recover, but do much as you can. And make dua for all the deceased people as well. If your parents are deceased, please make dua for them. Please make dua for the ill people as well. And inshallah, we will see you very soon. And thank you very much, viewers, for watching our program. And Ramadan Kareem to everyone.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.